To become really good at something, what should you do? Do you maximize your strengths or do you build up your weaknesses? Well, when it comes to students and their study success, you'll be glad to know that I do have a definitive answer for you. Now, when it comes to your teen and their study, what might those strengths and weaknesses be? Well, this could be, for example, what types of tasks and assessments they best perform in, and what they end up dreading, what they just know they don't perform so well in, whether it's oral presentations, formal exams, research projects, or essays, for example. Or it could be their particular subjects and the units or topics within them. So how confident and knowledgeable they are in their actual subject content for those different subjects. Or it could even be the types of questions and tasks they get as part of either of those two other aspects. Are they great with visuals, diagrams, or creative presentations? Or are they better with writing and audio and text? Are they good with practical tasks? What about group work or independent tasks? Are they great at describing facts and recounting information, but not so good at applying or analyzing or evaluating it? And actually, often students, I find, do have a pretty good idea about where their strengths and weaknesses lie with these. The question is, where do they go from there? Do they work on maximizing those strengths, or do they try to build up the gaps and improve on their weaknesses? What's going to give them the best outcome? It's the second one. Building up those weaknesses, because it's always easier to grab the first few marks in any exam question or achieve the lower bands in an essay rubric than it is to achieve the very top marks or criteria in any question or criteria. So that's why I'm all about students helping them make sure they aren't leaving any easy marks on the table, ensuring they know where those low-hanging fruit lie and helping them plug the leakiest holes in their study bucket. So that when they're working hard to fill that bucket with all those marks, filling it with all of their knowledge, their hours of revision, efforts in slaving away over assignments, we want to minimize the holes in the bottom, the places where they're losing marks that they could be getting, and those that aren't that difficult to grab or keep. So if your teen isn't quite achieving their full potential yet, or if they're working super hard and you want to ensure that that work is getting them most bang for their buck, then they need to focus their efforts on plugging any weaknesses and identifying them, such as the topics they know that they need but just aren't sure of, instead of spending lots of time on getting really good at the topics they already know, for example. Or if they're solid in their subject knowledge, they need to become competent and make sure that they're confident in the 6 elements of exam technique rather than learning more and more subject detail or case studies. So I'm Katie Price, grade transformation expert, and if you'd like to discover more insider advice or tips like these, then head on over to my blog at gradetransformation.com.au/blog. And before you do, please scroll down wherever you're watching this and give me some reaction, a like, a share, a comment on this post. And until next week, let's make this a fabulous week.